Let's get it. Welcome to the Hero Knows Nothing podcast. Here, it's me, Harold, your gracious host, and of course, running by my side, my best friend, amigo, Scott Black Rambo, in the building.
Who?
The applause was really boo-hoo. I'll be honest with you. It wasn't like it's supposed to be. Let's see if we can get it to go right. I mean, it's on a live, and I think it's on live now. No, you hear it?
No.
Like they really taken away from?
There it is.
Okay. All right. Welcome. It was still kind of short. It's like, I don't know. It's a little budget one. I paid the bill for the Riverside a little late. So maybe they're just getting back at me. Get at me, dog. They just fucking
You will know
from now on,
the power.
when check it out. When y'all checking out the podcast, it's like right now, Scott, you are grainy as hell. I don't know what we got to do, but we got to start figuring stuff out because it's not going to be any good. And when it's broadcasting, I don't believe it's grainy. So after the broadcast, we're gonna take it down. I'm gonna run it through the computer, and then it'll make sure everything is good, and then I'll put it back out. That's what I'm gonna have to do. But until then, but it is definitely grainy on you, and I assume I look grainy to you, correct? I think
Correct.
you're hook up to the internet or where you at. I don't know, but something's going on right there. So we'll try to get it straight. We'll try to get it straight for you. Well, I just want to give that notification out there. A little bit of movie magic might have to go on for me to be able to light my candle. I don't believe I have. This lighter's not the one that works. Maybe it will. All kinds of stuff going on today with just stuff being out of whack. Got to get a little bit more of. And lately, we've been on time and everything. This is the first time we've been late in a little bit now. So gotta make sure I keep my eye on the prize and keep all the stuff going right here. Today's show is brought to you by Mob Sauce, which is out of frame right now. Can you see it now, Scott? Yeah, all
Yes,
the stuff was out of
you
frame.
can.
I gotta make sure I pay attention. Thank you, Movie Magic. Oh, we had to light this candle. Yeah, we're able to do it. Movie Magic would recognize I need my other lighter so that I can clip my cigar. A gold lighter. Yeah. I mean, if they look
Go.
inside either my bag or on the counter, it'll be there because I just used it. I mean, I know I have it and everything. Could be in the truck. I don't know. But it's definitely here. Like to smoke a cigar. I just been running a little bit late and I was entertaining the campaign instead of paying attention. So anyway, how have you been today, Scott? What's been going on? Got a lot of subjects to go over. I've been putting them in our group chat. No one's really contributing to it, but it is what it is. But I have been finding some subjects.
Well, the check is in the mail. But it was a pretty chill day, interested in how things are gonna go here in the next couple of days and whatnot. As we're heading towards our goal of opening our front,
In the truck.
you know, definitely watching your excitement.
Well, excitement, trepidation, anticipation, all the other stuff that goes with it. Well, basically, just I know once things are paid on and set in motion, that's it. That's when we're doing.
Yo,
Shout out to at Shannon 55. Just to let her know that we keep it
what's
going that way.
good? It's good at Shannon 55. Yo,
I think Jen's gonna be on there today.
well, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's what she said that they'd be in the chat. So I want to see if
Yo, shout out to your Knicks.
yes, hell of a comeback, hell of a comeback. Good. Definitely something good to talk about right there. As far as good news, they were down by 22. You're down, but you're never out. You know what I mean? You're down, but you're never out. And that boy, Big Body Brunson, played like his namesake, Big Body. You know what I mean? He played with force, as they say. He played with force. He imposed his will on
Brunson
the
Burner.
opposite team. They called him everything from the Bunsen burner to some other shit they called him. You know what I mean? But they had a lot of nicknames for him, but Big Body for me sticks the hardest because he really, for his size, imposed his will. Both games this time were for me where they needed to be at. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because both of them, the stars really put up big numbers. The stars really put up big numbers. Thank you so much, Movie Magic. The stars really picked up really good numbers. And it both of them they went into some form of overtime. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And for me, that's what the playoffs is about. It's big names, big time, big names, big time games. You know what I mean? So everybody really showed up for what they had to do. So I thought that the playoffs were really good this year. Wembanyama is incredible, incredible athlete. He's doing his thing to be so young to put up Wilt Chamberlain. Wilt Chamberlain numbers is impressive. I can't say enough about my New York Knicks and them persevering. I don't like the comeback nature because too much coming back makes it too hard on you, especially going into the next series, which would most likely be San Antonio. I think that Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is the weakest MVP candidate this year. This side of doing it, and I'm gonna tell you why. I think it's weak because his numbers didn't substantiate MVP even during regular season. He is a good player on a great team. So I think though he has flashes and he shows up, his numbers ain't impressive through this playoffs. You know what I mean? And I ain't got nothing against the Canadian. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, I think that Wemby's impact on the team, like, they can still win without Shea, and they've won without Wemby, but a continuous win without Wemby, him erasing so many mistakes and being so great so young, I think that Wemby was more the MVP this year, and the record too.
Yeah.
I think was a lazy vote. It's like, all right, we got him last year, we'll get him this year. It's still a top team, and it's like that shouldn't be enough to be the MVP of the league. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And what Wemby's doing, his numbers are MVP numbers. So again, shout out to Wemby, man. Even though I don't like the feeling of my Knicks going up again against the San Antonio Spurs again when we get to a finals, but it is what it is, and it's always San Antonio got this fucking great player. Like before, when we went up against them, there was Tim Duncan and David Robinson. They called them the Twin Towers. So we went through that, and now we got to go through this fucking alien. You know what I mean? Called Wembanyama, and he's an excellent player. But I mean, come on, literally he is literally back, front, left, right, A, B, A, B. Like he's a cheat code. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. I'm gonna still be grateful that we got there, but I'm thinking that we're gonna have to get some player to get us over the top in a situation like that, like a LeBron or something. Somebody he don't have to play that much during the regular season. He doesn't mind being the third option on a great team with good shooters. And Anobi is a good
Yep.
3-point shooter. A couple of Latinos we got are good 3-point shooters. So I'm thinking that's the route we should go. Pulling
So
somebody like LeBron and get over the cap, get over
so
the hump.
so if so if LeBron goes to the Knicks, you good with that,
Yes.
but not the Spurs.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. The Spurs got a team young enough, diverse enough, and they got enough cap room because they drafted well and they traded well with DeAndre Fox and everything. I'm thinking, to be perfectly honest, they're good for the next several years. LeBron is just trying to get out of there. I'm just trying to get my squad, New York, a ring. And I know that even though we're not better than the Spurs, if we had a LeBron-esque type player, it can get us over the hump with what we have. Because, that whole team is playing hard. They got talent. Brunson does hold the ball entirely too long, so I don't know how that would work. but we would be able to put our bigs in better position. We got bigs, but they can't score. We got bigs, but they prone to foul. So it's a little bit hard for us.
What do the Knicks look like in for the next draft?
You don't know? I mean, the draft is over. We weren't in it. We were a top team. So, the draft is over for us. But what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, we just we don't know. All right. So let me get to some of my subject matter that I had going on. Let me tell everybody that we're in the building. But we had a couple of subjects that I wanted to breach. Let me go into my little list right here. There it is. There's my list. In my silly list. All right. I wanted to do this one part with Christy because she actually sent it in, and I want you guys to see this. This lady looks about as fake as it can be. And it's everything from no abs, super boobs, the fat ass, the whole worked up looking thing that a lot of women are saving their life savings to do, which is to get snatched up and this, that, the third. You know what I'm talking about, Scott?
Yeah, the mommy makeover.
Yeah, the mommy makeover. Okay. And I don't get it. And don't get me wrong. I like that, doing a couple of things here and there to get yourself together, but you still got to get in that gym. You still got to get in that gym. You still got to work it out. You still got to tighten it up.
But
It
you
don't
gotta
seem
maintain it.
all the way. Well, just maintain it. It don't feel a certain way. I've had it. So, the BBW, it's no big, big deal, the BBW, whatever. But as far as how it feels, when women have the big bump on the ass and then it's like this big meat, chicken legs in between it because, you ain't got no thighs. You ain't got, what I'm talking about, right? Like, it's crazy. You know what I mean? So you see this bubble, it look crazy. They think they really look good. And a lot of these stars be doing it that way too. So it's like, yeah, I ain't got no stomach and I got this ass. And I'm like, yeah, you ain't got no legs neither. You know what I mean? Your arms look kind of weird. And it's like, if you work along with it, then it'll be a little bit better. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, it'll look more natural.
Exactly. So, I mean, I don't.
I think Christy's in the house.
Hey,
Hey,
What's good with you? Gotta do the whole thing. It is Christy.
welcome back. We knew you would come
thanks.
back.
Man, I ain't gonna be hard. We ain't know she was coming back. We thought she was getting her hair done. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're gonna get a little dry ass clap too, Christy. Pause. This clap thing
Wow.
today has not been like it sounds so funky. It just sounds so dry. Like it just needs water. Like it's just
But
fucked
yeah,
up. But I had to, let her don't laugh. We had to let her in with the same bullshit we got, right?
hey, listen.
so that it's 50-50. So we made it fair.
I always joke around. I always say, if I suffer, you suffer.
Yeah, because this clap is the driest. Normally it sounds a lot better. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that is. It's like clap, clap, clap. I'm like, it's no reverb, nothing. But it is what it is. So anyway, we was actually just starting to breach the program with what you was talking about with that picture that you had seen, which you could have used
Oh,
for your avatar also, of this lady who is quite frankly looks unreal in every stitch of the word. You know what I mean?
crazy, right?
Yeah. And our thing is like, is that the new, it's not the new, but it's becoming the average. They're even making it affordable where everybody can go get the jack
Shit.
up. I knew Yeah, I knew a girl, right? She was cool, and she was bragging to me about how she had got the butt job, and I didn't notice it. So I'm like, "Damn, how much was you missing when you got it done? I still didn't notice it." You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I was like,
Hmm.
"Damn." And I didn't want to say that, so I said, "Yeah, yeah, it looks great." But I couldn't see it. And then she doesn't have any legs like that. So I seen a lot of them get like the thing, so it's like the skirt hanging over it, and the doctors are just talking them into some bullshit. Okay. And then, you know, they're crazily snatched up in all these different ways, but it just doesn't seem right in a certain degree.
I mean, have you ever noticed there's so many women with perfect bodies now? Like now, like you have to automatically think that they had something done.
Yeah, well,
Well,
again, some of them are working out for it. I'll be honest with you. I've been at the gym. Some of them are really working because you can get a lot of this stuff working.
You know
You know
that
what I
they do
mean?
it and then they go to the gym as well, right?
Yeah, yeah, they do. Come on, everything goes, everything counts.
Like
I
you could
get it.
tell, you could just a lot of. I mean, there's a lot of times you can't tell. Sometimes they get good work done. Like I was on the beach the other day, and her butt was like, it was just so abnormal.
my God, look at
And
her
I was
butt.
arguing. I
It's
was
like
arguing with
so
my friend,
big.
and he's like, "No." He's like, "It's normal." He's like, "No, that's hers." I'm like, "I'm telling you right now, it's not hers." I was like, "Go up to her, ask her how she paid for it."
Wow.
Damn.
No, I don't know. It's just it's out of control. And then also I think that for some reason, I swear, whenever I'm back home, like Connecticut, even New York, Massachusetts, you don't see everybody with the huge ass duck lips and the big boot. Like you just don't see. I think we're more natural up there. I swear to God.
Yeah, but I mean, think about it. It's like you got to, with the weather and the culture down here and whatnot, we wear less clothes. We're in the tropical environment. Up there in Connecticut, New York,
You need duck
Massachusetts,
lips?
not so much. But duck lips. I mean, that that
So you need
you,
duck
you
lips
see you see
down here?
plenty of you see plenty of duck lips up there too.
I don't know. I swear to God, I purposely pay attention because I every time I go up there, I don't.
So, I mean, here's the thing. I'll be honest with you, especially down here. But of course, a lot more of them are walking around and working out. Also, to be fair, but
You
yes,
could tell a workout. You could
they're
tell a
definitely
workout
they're
body.
definitely they're definitely getting a lot of work done.
Yeah.
They're definitely getting way more than anywhere else that I would say. But again, they're going to be more conscious because they're going to be in a weather that they can't hide it. You understand what I'm saying?
It
Up
doesn't
Yeah,
north,
yeah.
matter.
you can eat an extra loaf of bread because you can hide it up. You're gonna have the hoodie on and everything all winter, and
Why
you know
aren't
what I
we
mean?
talking about like self-esteem? I mean, it doesn't matter. Okay, fine. It's always hot here, but
Yeah, I'm just saying that the pressure's on, and again, they got a lot of people willing to pay them to pay for it. A lot of women I know, someone else paid for it. You know what I
mm,
mean? Which is
You women
crazy.
are
So
a
they'd be
lot
like, "Yo, I
more
want a new."
aware.
I remember when the boob job was like it was a big deal. Like so, everybody was getting a boob job. So if you already had boobs, you didn't have to work, right?
mhm.
And but then the Brazilian butt thing took over. You feel me? And it was like everybody had a stomach job and a Brazilian boob job, right? And
Mhm.
then a lot of people are getting the surgery, lipo, like they're getting all kinds of shit out here. So would you ever do it?
No. I don't know. I just kind of don't believe in that kind of I don't know. I don't
But
know. I feel like
you feel like
I
it's just
mean,
cheating?
yeah, I guess.
I mean, also don't forget
I
there's
don't
I'll
hear
people
be
Scott.
honest.
that get
My
addicted
biggest
to
problem with
surgery.
it is it doesn't help you or enhance you giving better head or having better game in the bed. So I think it's piss poor that you get all this work done, you look like whatever you're looking like, and you're still trash in the bed. You still
Wow.
can't cook. You still ain't worth shit. So
Wow.
so I no, a little harsh, a little too soon. Like what
Yeah.
are we doing here? But
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's not helping everything else that you need to keep the person that you're trying to get, especially when someone can buy and do it. Your car is not special if everyone can buy your car. You know what I mean? Your house is not special if everybody got the key to the fucking house. You did. So
Yeah.
even if you buy a big fancy mansion, but if everyone has a key to it, how valuable is it going to be, or how is it going to be after everybody runs through it so many times?
Yeah.
So that's all I'm saying about that. So people are, remixing their car, but they're not remixing anything else. They're not remixing their spirit. They're not remixing their hygiene. They're not remixing, what they're consuming. And I'm not just talking about food, like what they're consuming in their eyeballs every day. You know what I mean? Like they're not changing anything. They're just
Yeah.
changing something very superficial. And guess what? When you're getting older, I don't care when they put the list up of Kim Kardashian, and I'm sure regular women got bigger lists than that, men got bigger lists than that, whatever. But it kind of just looked at wow, like wow. You feel me? It looked like
Mhm.
wow, and that's what you're paying for. You're paying for that body to have that experience. But here's the catch 22. She's one of the few people that's going to become a million billionaire off of it. Not, the rest of you broads ain't gonna get that lucky. Let's just be honest. Am I lying? The rest of them not gonna get that lucky. Kim is gonna be doing it. Meg Thee Stallion's gonna do it. These few people gonna do it. Cardi B, whatever. That's a handful out of millions of billions of people. But that's what you're inspiring to do. And then the rest of the people don't even want that. They want regular. They want to, they want shit they can feel. They want, somebody got some skills in the bed and everything else. That other stuff is just a body. If them women can't keep anybody, best believe there's a lot other stuff that they're deficient on. You know what I mean? You
I
never seen
guess.
a bad dude and you thought, he looked great, and then he was just trash in the bed? Just trash.
Happened a couple times to me. One
God
was
damn, I just wanted one. You know what I'm saying?
it literally happened a couple of times. One was beautiful. He was beautiful, but yep. What can you do with it? Nothing.
Nothing. So, it's kinda like the name of my podcast, right? But what I'm saying, you can't do nothing with that.
Yeah.
So it's just like the young lady that I knew, that had a whole bunch of work done, and it was like, I don't know. And her telling me, I don't even that she didn't have to tell me because you can see it, you know what I mean? But for me, it was like, I don't know. Because I'm not into blow up dolls or nothing, I didn't really, it wasn't for me. You know what I mean? It just kept taking away from me. It's like, okay. Now it's like I felt like you're fucking a mannequin or something.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's something beautiful about imperfections. There's just something for me, probably because I'm an artist and I oil paint. But there's something to me that's beautiful about imperfection and you know what I mean? Just
Mhm.
putting things together. Like it's like when you build something and it's not IKEA and it's not all this other shit, but it's still beautiful because you built it. It's yours. It's you. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So it's something like that. It's like if I go to the gym, one first thing you should go to the gym for is not even for looks. The first thing you go to the gym for is for your health. Like real talk to feel better getting up and walking around.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like real talk. That's the first thing you go to gym for. Let's just try to breathe here. All right. So then the second thing you go for is to tone and get things that you want going right. You know what I mean? And it all
Mhm.
starts with your diet. You know what I mean? And then you got people that got, issues. They might have a slow metabolism, right? And stuff like that, or a high metabolism. Cause I know people that can eat whatever, they never gain a pound. Nothing. You know what I mean? I can name him. My man David Hall, same way. He could eat whatever. And here's the funny thing: his brothers and sisters were all bigger. Big people. You know what I mean? I don't want to
Yeah.
call him fat, so I'm just going to say big boned. You know what I mean? But they were
Well,
big, and he was the only one that was, and he could eat whatever. Until this day, he's still like that.
well.
Now, my man, same thing. Old O'Neill. Camber. He's another one. Same thing. I got tons of them like that. But me,
Mhm.
I look at the sandwich the wrong way. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? But to be quite honest, I can eat right and I'm like I am now. I'm pretty good. So long as I eat right and work out, I'm good. but I don't have to
Mhm.
obsessively work out or obsessively eat. I just gotta, do my thing where normally I do like the one meal a day type thing and, just work out.
Mhm.
Something a little light, like, tomorrow you'll see my workout. I'll be working right poolside near the lake, man. Just simple stuff. Push ups, dips, burpees, simple things that you can do to just get going. You know, it doesn't take a lot. You don't have to go to the gym. You can take a fucking walk. One thing about you, Chris, you do be taking walks
Yeah.
every fucking where. You just don't stop. You should honestly be like 100 pounds
I
because you do
should be.
not fucking stop.
And I'm vegetarian. No, but I
Yeah.
mean, women, it's harder too. And I've learned with hormones as you get older, that sucks too. It just gets harder. You have a couple things against you.
Yeah, it does get harder. I've noticed that,
So did you
as
see
I
my car? I'm obsessed with this yard. My legs are eaten alive by
that was
mosquitoes.
crazy. You showed me a car, you're using it like a truck.
They always do.
Your thing is like, I've never seen you baby nothing. You're like, "Hey, I'm gonna try to put this fence in my car." I'm like, "It's a fucking fence, right?" "Oh, don't worry about it. If they break it down right, I can get it in my car. They should put it in right." I'm like, "What the fuck?" Like,
Uh,
this is, what do you have?
Prius.
Prius, okay? This is not even a sports utility vehicle. And you're like, "Hey, I know they're gonna put it in my Prius, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, sure." I'm saying, they won't do it. I don't know why they won't do it. They're talking something about the unload or I don't care. They should put it in. I'm like, "How you gonna get the fuck out if you couldn't put it in?" "Don't worry about it."
The Lowe's guy today, he's like,
Mhm.
"No, ma'am." I was like, "No, honey, we're fitting this."
I told you. I just told you the whole scenario. I didn't know nothing about Lowe's today, but was I right? I was right.
Yeah.
Because this is you.
So he got it. He got it all in, and I was like, "Do you think my car will make it home because it's already so low, and it's not supposed to carry such, a heavy
Yeah.
load."
And what did you bring?
But
Like dirt?
dirt and mulch.
Jesus. I gotta do mulch at both houses.
Oh my god, you better do it this weekend. It's cheap. Memorial Day sale.
For real, yeah, you're right, and I think Sandra was mentioning that. I think a couple people was
Yeah, it's
mentioning
like
that to me.
$2. I mean, if you get the brown and the red, it's $2. I got like a lighter color, so it's 3, but still super cheap right now. And I got a bunch of soil too, just to have, because I'm always using soil for some.
They just landed loaded pots all around, like, on my, what is it called? Lanai.
Mhm.
So, they got this little, like, I don't know, 3 thing part. It looks like a clover,
Mhm.
planters, and they bought them. They got soil in them, and that's where it stopped. There's not a seed in that damn thing. My mom's at my, daughter's house right now, her granddaughter's house. So, ain't nothing happening, and it's been like that for a few weeks. Yeah, and that's what women do. They grab soil, they grab pots. "This is gonna be great. Look at this. We're gonna put this
Mm-mm.
here.
I'm gonna show
Oh
you my
my
before and
god."
after.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna try to get a before and after. I know they're gonna listen to this podcast. First of all, it's not a personal attack, baby. So, I want you to know that. But they're probably gonna listen and be like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do something with this thing soon." And it's been raining and everything, so you figured if they'd have put some seeds in some of those things, some of that stuff would have already been sprouting, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, get some of this free rain out, you know what I mean?
I'm not getting it. It keeps going around my damn house.
Are you serious? No, we're getting a
Oh
ton of
my
it. I love it,
god.
and it's
It's not
helping the grass
raining.
too. I need to seed the grass, like, in
Mhm.
my backyard a little bit. So I really would like. I'm doing so much stuff with this business stuff that it's really tight to be freaking around with the yard, like because the yard can be like a boat. You can go thousands in on your yard after a while. You don't even notice it. You just keep going. You keep going. Next, you know, it's
That's
it's
yeah,
winter, and you're like, "Fuck."
I am spending so much time and money on my yard,
Yes.
both front and the back. But I mean, it's good exercise and it's just the damn bugs. But no, it's cool. And it's keeping me off the dating site, so that's cool.
Because I think that, well, I don't know about keeping you up to date inside as far as you're still doing something that's good and constructive, and it's peaceful. Like
Yeah.
working a garden, it's like
Just transforming your
yes,
yard.
yes, for real. When I cut the
Mhm.
yard the other day, it was so overgrown and so crazy. I got a rider, so
Yeah.
I drove, put the headset on, and I was just doing my thing. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like I love riding the mower and doing that stuff, and then just trimming it out. It relaxes me to do that. Now, I like help on doing the mulch and everything. I don't get enough help. I don't get nearly enough help on the mulch, I think. I'm gonna do it again
Well,
this year, but I'm gonna have to like kill everything because stuff grew through it. You know what I
mhm.
mean? I'm gonna have to lay down plastic one more time and do it right.
Yeah.
But
Well, just make sure you buy it this weekend because it's super cheap
yeah,
right now. And just
exactly.
know that my Prius took 15 bags of mulch
15
and
bags. Let me see. Times $2, right? So $30.
yeah,
$30, you got
yeah.
15 bags. I'm
And
definitely, and what was
then
that, Home Depot?
I think they're both running the same thing though. But yeah, I went to Home Depot today.
All
And
right, so
then
I'm going to Home Depot. I got a truck, so
6 bags of soil.
yeah. I'm thinking about 15 bags. I probably need 30 bags. So that's $60.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Seriously, not bad at all.
Because with that, I can do both houses, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's where
But
it's
I
gonna
got
be.
the $3 bag ones because I needed a light color. I don't like the
No,
dark.
I'm getting the red. I think the red is what I got red
Oh, that
last year.
reminds me of Connecticut.
What, the red?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I went to high school there, so of course I'm gonna go with the red. You know what I mean? It's rich. It just looks nice. I like it.
This is so us, right? Because you're
Yeah.
always like the rich, darker ones, and I'm always light and beachy and bright.
Yeah, yeah. Listen, it's the same way over here, right? So, girl's house, she got the starfish and the
Yeah.
sandals and all that stuff. And me, I'm like, oak wood and
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Red and
rich
black.
rich burgundies and
All those dark colors remind me of Connecticut. I'm so done.
yeah, yeah. No, I
Hunter
like a light
green.
color in the house though. Like in the house, I like a light color. In my restaurant, I'm gonna go like black and red. So it's gonna be dark and it's gonna be lit
Yeah.
up. But
Yeah.
it'll be fun, like
My
that,
God,
but
wait.
I'm not coming down here to be like I'm not a beachy beach person like that. I like the beach,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, but I don't live on the beach, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? I wanted to when I was younger in California, but, in Florida, not so much. It's a different vibe on the beach in Florida, you know what I mean?
Why?
They got some good houses out here that's on the beach. They cost a ton of money up in, just north of here. What is it called? It's south of you, but north of me. It's a nice little, what is it called? Venice?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Venice,
Ugh.
right?
I
Yeah.
hate that sand.
Yeah, but they got houses and the beaches right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, right, you too in Sarasota, you still got the same thing. You know what I mean? A lot of it is, especially if they want any place where they can build stories of buildings. They try to buy the houses out because they know they can go 6 stories up. Am I correct?
Not 6. That has to be approved, but yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you could buy yeah, you buy these little tiny lots and you build up.
exactly. Was on here.
What happened to Scott?
I don't know what happened to Scott. But, there's somebody on here. I gotta see what it says. At 2 Evidi? Evidid? I think it's Evidid. Did you read that?
It's not on mine.
You can't see it?
Mm-mm.
It
Nothing's
should.
in mine.
I think I got a little delay too on here, so no, it should be on the whole screen when it's seen. It's
No,
like
so I have
she'll
chat and it says everyone and there's nothing in there.
yeah. But this one it says, "Hey brother."
Uh-uh.
Well, hey brother, what's up? How are you? I don't know who it is, but it's I think it's from you. So we're gonna shout that out. I mean, I left it up there for a little bit so people can see it. I don't know who it is. But yeah, that whole subject was brought up by those that picture that you had showed me. It just like had me
Yeah, that was
thinking
just
like,
crazy.
what the
She's like, "Does anybody have anybody hiring a bartender for a high-end restaurant, preferably on a golf course?" But
yeah, she knows how to work.
but of course, I read the comments because those are usually the funniest. But, oh my god, there were so many women, they're like, "You're not serving my husband."
You know what? I think this is he said sis, and then he says your sis. So this is Jen. This gotta be Jen. I think this is Jen. That's my ex-wife's sister. I love her to death. Is it
Oh,
crazy that I have a good relationship with my ex-wife's sister and her husband?
no.
Like we've always been
That's
cool.
good.
And we remained what you call it, just remained friends.
Mhm,
And she's just an awesome person. But anyway, yeah, that was crazy. Now I want to get to something else, and I know you don't partake, so I'd love to have your opinion on it anyway. Um, the TSA now, you can bring your marijuana, your medical marijuana on the plane. So basically, you can
mhm.
bring your butt on the plane.
Yeah.
So what do you think about that?
I don't know what's wrong with it.
No, I'm saying you think that's good or bad.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. No, it's good. I don't see anything wrong with that. Oh, it says Jen. Now I just see Jen.
It is Jen. She says, "Love you too, bro." That's dope. So that is Jen and Gil. Definitely got to clap it up for them. Why can't we just get a regular good clapping here? And that sounds weird to me, just saying the clapping. Yeah, I think that. There you go, man. Shout out to Jen. Yeah, you're gonna get a stinking ass shout out. Clap here too. Sorry, it's real shitty
Wow.
today. Hey, I don't know what the hell's going on. You know what I mean? It's not Joe Rogan. Anyway, so what do you think about this TSA? Like, I mean, I remember before, you had to be scared if you brought like, not you, but bringing weed on a plane, right?
Yeah.
So that's a kind of like a big deal, right?
Yeah. No, I mean, but again, I mean, it should have been allowed. Like, I don't know. I don't see anything wrong with it.
Okay, and I don't either because I do have a medical card, so
And I
I do
don't see,
partake.
and I
So
still don't. Yeah, and
yeah,
I still don't.
exactly. That's why I said it was so interesting. I wanted to hear your opinion on it.
Yeah.
Scott has a card, so like myself, so of course, but at the end of the day, just to know, and I knew this already because I was already flying and taking weed with me. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But now, in hindsight, I didn't think it was, super legal, but I think it was unlegal since I have a medical, you know, license for it. So, and
Mhm.
prescription. So at the end of the day, I thought, hey, whatever. But for them to officially have it that way, it's a slippery slope because still federally, it's not legal yet,
Yeah,
right?
right.
So you're crossing state lines with that. If they wanted to target you, they could put you in a bind. You feel what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I did research it. So it is officially that. I wanted to also inform my constituents out there, the people that listen to me right now, that it is official. They do that, but I would be careful. If you feel you're being targeted for something, know that federally it's still against the law, so it would be considered interstate commerce. So that there would be your catch 22. Don't land in a place like Texas or somewhere where it's still considered illegal. You know what I mean? Which are a lot of red states, by the way. And
Mhm.
you can get tripped up that way. So just, be mindful of that. That's all I'm saying. Because the crossing of the state lines and you can be targeted. True? You think so? I
I
think
do.
so.
Yeah.
I definitely think you can be targeted. Now, I got another thing, and you may be familiar with this now, Christy. This lady, what's her name? Cheyenne Bryant or Cheney Bryant? She's like a she says she's a doctor,
Okay.
and she gives like relationship advice, advice and stuff like that. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And she's been on like Joe Budden podcasts, a lot of, you know, big platforms. But
Mhm.
apparently, no one can find her doctorate.
Oh,
Mm. So has best-selling books, and her claim to fame, and then she's saying that she doesn't have to prove to anyone because the college that she went to is no longer accredited or whatever or open anymore. So they have no record of her doctorate. Is this either it's convenient or it really happened? I think for a school that's giving out a doctorate, that they're not going to just disappear. If they're
right.
giving out a nursing license, maybe, lady. But if they're giving out doctorates and master degrees, I think they're going to still be around. Those institutions, most of them are still around to this day. I don't think you picked the one college or institution that gave you a freaking doctorate and now you don't have it.
Right.
Now, that's your stick. You got millions of views on YouTube and you've been lying to people. It's been
Yeah.
sounding good. And this is why I tell people to be careful of. I'm just a regular person. I gave my background of my story a couple of pods ago again. So I don't claim to have a doctorate. I even, for shits and giggles, says Harold knows nothing. Just to be clear, because I could be wrong at any fucking time, you know, and I could change my mind at any time. But this lady, says she was an expert. He was bragging about being on these reality type TV scenarios, giving advice, and that's her proof. What do you think about this? That's her
It's crazy.
proof that, hey, I was on a reality show and you seen me take the people in Love and Hip Hop and give them advice. Love and Hip Hop? Are you fucking kidding me? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know who this lady is. She sounds crazy though. So
Yeah, her name is Cheyenne Bryant. You know what I mean? Um, you can look her up. She's got books out
yeah.
there and everything.
Oh wow.
She was on
Does she
MTV's Teen Mom Family Reunion, which MTV is no longer in business, just like her college that she got her doctorate from, right?
does she
Now,
have
I'm not
proof of at least like undergrad and masters?
no, because this college, she got all this from this one
She
college.
got all 3 degrees
Yeah, yeah,
from the
yeah,
same
because she was on it. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, so she doesn't have any and no record of any degrees.
She got the record on TV from being on these shows, she said. And she says that she doesn't have to show her credentials.
Wow.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like a reputable source to me.
But she's made millions of dollars off of this.
Crazy.
Right at the Evie Dad, she's got to phonetically send this shit to me. Says, "You know a lot, my dude. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. But I do say, I'm not going to say that I have a freaking doctorate. You know what I mean? Um, I know her backstory. 50 Cent's got in her DM, slid in her DM, and said that he wanted to talk to her. And she thought it was of a sexual nature because, she's giving her advice and she's mostly, provocative or, overly sexualized type of dress. And she's giving advice and she's a very beautiful woman. You know what I mean? But at the
Well, that's
same
why she's
time,
making all the money.
exactly. It has nothing to do. She literally, because you're beautiful, because people are beautiful or attractive or good looking, now all of a sudden you're going to take them to have a doctorate. And it's a school that no longer exists. It is a reason schools don't exist. Real talk. Because literally school is a great hustle. So to keep the hustle going, you gotta be around. The school is gone. It's like a nursing school then to me. Those schools pop up, what is it? More school of business?
So here's the thing. I mean, there still has to be some kind of
This is what I'm saying. She says it's impossible to have. Scott's back in the building.
Where'd you
She
go?
phonetically gave it to me. Evil Dead. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Add 2 Evil Dead. Got you. You made it back?
Finally.
Yeah, what
So
happened?
what? I don't know. I was like it every time I tried to get back into the room, it was buffering and buffering and buffering and buffering. I tried to get back in like 5 times, and then this time I started
And it
it
just wouldn't
again,
let
and
you in.
yeah, this time it buffered and let me in.
Well, I'm glad it let you in. You know what I mean? The whole show is glad that we let Black Rambo back in the building, so you got a dry ass fucking clap. I appreciate you getting back. You missed a lot of good stuff, but we basically covered some weird shit. But the lady who do you know about her? She gives the advice. Her name is Cheney Bryant. She's been on a Joe Button podcast, a lot of big podcasts, you know what I mean, and some reality shows, and she's given
Uh,
out a lot of relationship advice and to the stars and to whatever broken down rappers, whatever the fuck she does,
right.
and she's presented herself as having a a a PhD, but we can't find this PhD, and it happens to be from a college that closed down that there's no record of the
What like
records.
like what like the rye?
Yeah, but you can't get a PhD from DeVry. Okay, you can't get. It's like the Trump College for Real Estate. That shit ain't never happening. You know what I'm saying? So this is what. But I figured you
It
like
it
that one
it
right
wouldn't be
there.
hey, it wouldn't be the first time somebody misrepresented their credentials.
So fucking late. Anyway, yeah, it's a bullshit school, man. It's a bullshit school. She was lying. I don't she made millions of dollars off of this. You know what I mean? Like I was just getting into her background. 50 Cent pretty much really found her off of her TikToks and stuff and her whatever platform she was doing, Instagram or TikTok or something like that. And then from there, he bigged her up and then she got bigger and then she got to do, you know, like the Love and Hip Hop type stars and grown up
She
teen
got her
mom, like, reality based people. But she was pitching that she's a doctor, like Dr.
shit.
Phil.
I was
You know what
just
I
about
mean?
you took the words right out of my mouth. You know,
Yes.
you know, everybody's they're
Yeah, me too,
proclaiming
actually. Dr. Phil, he's not
Dr.
What you were saying,
Phil.
Christy?
he doesn't have an education either, right?
Yeah. None of these people are fucking liars.
Well,
Okay? I'm the one telling the truth. Harold knows is telling the fucking truth. These people are fucking liars and they're bastards. Okay?
charlatan.
This is what's
Wow.
going. They're giving. Do I sound jaded? No, I'm just saying. Really think about this. Dr. Phil, full of shit. Whole documentary on whole ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Trying to trigger people on TV to get notoriety. Like this trigger, Judy. They would. Christy, they would do something like ask you about your past and all this stuff, and you're like, yeah, 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 and then you're gonna sit there across from them. That now they're just asking. So, do you think you're a piece of shit because you really didn't have a problem, but you were saying all this? Do you think you're like he would attack you? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And try to provoke you and try to gaslight you. You know what I'm saying? And your ass on the other side, like, damn, Dr. Phil, real piece of shit. Then you find out he ain't even a fucking doctor. You know what I mean? He's about as doctor as Dr. Pepper. Okay, this is about as
And
doctor as this
simpletons for
motherfucker
my
gets.
next trick.
You know what I
For
mean?
my
So
next
it's like,
trick,
come on, bro.
simpletons. I shall blot the sun from the
So
sky.
hey, at Evil Dead 2, that's Jen, by the way, Scott. Evil Dead 2. She said, "Hey, Scott."
What's
I want to
good?
make sure you see that. You see that? Yeah, you've been missing that. She was on there too. I think she's on there through YouTube though. But you can get your own tool set with a registration I don't know what part we missed on that where she was in there, but that was funny. All right, so yeah, I think yeah, this lady is not a PhD. It was just some weird shit. She's been on it for quite a while. She's a best time seller list now at this point. Um, and she ain't shit. So you guys need to be aware out here when you're watching these damn reality shows and these podcasts and they're bringing these people up on there. Just know a lot of these people ain't fucking real. Okay? A lot of these people are just, blatant pieces of shit.
Charlatan.
They just are. You know what I mean? People of real quality don't even put stock in shit like that. Like take Christy for instance. Christy, you don't even know who the fuck this bitch is, do you?
Nope.
Exactly. You know why? Because you're of quality. That's why you don't know who the fuck this is. You're not gonna come to come to me with this hokey ass shit talking about. And Brian said, "I'd be like, yo, don't bring me that bullshit." She's a PhD. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, get the fuck out of here. Uh, I despise shit like this. You know what I'm saying? I really do. I fucking despise it, man. But what is this right here?
Hey, she ran her jig. She got her, she got her bread while she got it. Hopefully she stacked it up wisely.
She's responsible for people getting divorces, bro. She's responsible for come on, she's giving advice from pure buffoonery because she can lay makeup on, okay?
Mm.
Because she's literate. She's giving advices. And then the women were listening to her. How would you feel if your friend, for all this time, Christy, kept saying that, they are doctors in psychology they're not supposed to because of transference give you too much advice or insight too much. But if they did, and then you find out that you were listening to them and the motherfuckers went to DeVry. And they had they had one they had one psychiatry course because it was mandatory. You know what I mean? I had to take a psychiatry course, and I was going to school for film. So
Yeah.
it's not like, come on, let's be honest. So from her knowing who Sigmund Freud is, now all of a sudden she's giving advice to people. You understand what I'm saying? But imagine that's your friend, and you
Charlatan.
like you listen to him, you might have dropped some really good people. You know what I mean? Because you were listening to him. Now you think back at it like, oh, this bitch gave me some whack ass advice out of nowhere off a Cracker Jack box. Like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
No,
wouldn't it feel
it's not, oh man, I'd be pissed.
you would question everything you did, right? You'd be looking back like, yo, John was not really that bad. I really think I fucked up on this because this bitch told me.
I didn't have to, I didn't have to choke. I didn't have to choke the shit out of her.
I never even thought to ask her what fucking school she went through. You know what I mean? When she said it was the School of Phoenix of Colorado, you should have known. Like it's 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 blatant. You know what I mean? Like when I see a commercial for your school that comes with a coupon, I don't take you serious. Okay?
Wait, is DeVry down here too?
I don't DeVry is in the ocean right now. That's
Do you guys remember Goodwin?
yeah, Goodwin College. All these
Yeah.
I hey, you
Took
want
classes there.
Hey, can I tell you something? There's a painting there with black little girls on a beach, right? For Goodwin College. I knew the
Okay.
owner of Goodwin College. I painted it and sold him that picture for thousands of dollars. So I like
Nice.
to thank you for going there because I sold him a painting.
Okay.
Yeah, Goodwin College. It was in East Hartford, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you went to the bullshit for real. You
Yep.
you you got street cred. When you said you know,
Damn.
this is the type of school this bitch went to that said that she
That's
got a
not where I
PhD.
graduated
I
from.
get
That's
that,
not.
but this is where old girl says she got her PhD from. You understand me?
Goodwin.
The school they no longer
Oh my
she
god.
she went to a school where you get street cred for going to it with your PhD.
At least
For
I got
real.
street cred.
Player
Damn.
ate a degree.
That's what it is. That's what she got from that shit. She got street cred, a player hater degree. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's ridiculous, man. And she made millions. And all you suck ass people that had on your podcast and you never vetted her, shame on you. Shame on you. Because you had this clown ass, faking ass, by the way, very beautiful lady on there, you know, doing that shit. And it was ridiculous.
Damn.
Regina puts down Brian officially official biography states that she holds a double undergraduate degree in but this is what they were saying. They can't find it. Of
Double.
California State University, Northridge.
Northridge, huh?
Yeah, and it says no proven doctorates. That's what I'm saying. She doesn't have those things. She was
Because
lying.
you know, when you're a doctorate, you have to publish a work. You have to write a
Yes, you
complete
have to
body and publish
because
it.
you when you write your doctorate, it automatically goes up when it goes up for review on your doctorate. Uh, when it's published, and it takes
Mm-hmm.
years to get published.
Mm-hmm.
It could be a Pulitzer surprise prize winning piece of work. It's supposed to bring
Mm-hmm.
something new to whatever whatever genre it is. So I mean, good work, Regina. At Black Regina. That's Regina, man. You know, shout out to Regina. Yo, should we give her a sorry ass clap? Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
All right, let's go with the sorry. It's gonna come in. There it is. And shout out to Regina, man, with the sorry ass clap. Okay, that's our new thing. You're gonna get a sorry ass clap. We appreciate it. You did look it up, but you did find out that what we were saying is right. That shit ain't documented. So and by the way, you can write up your own Wikipedia, people. You can go into Google, you can write up your own thing of whatever the fuck you think you are. And you can publish it. And it will be part of the internet space. So you can say you're Black Rambo because you beat the white Rambo. And that could be real. You know what I mean? Like that could be a thing. As long as you write it up, it's gonna be out there. So, just know that, people. Just know that, man. Like anybody can write anything out there. You guys gotta learn how to research again. That's a fact.
Yep.
I think so many people just follow other people just because they see so many followers, and it
Yes.
snowballs.
Yes, absolutely. Plus, it just takes, listen, practical people that have their shit together, or at least moving in with the right motion, they don't even be tapped into none of that bullshit. It's
Mm-mm.
most of you broke ass people out there. It's most of you people that blame other people for shit problems in your life that you would go. Come on, let me get this off.
Conspiracy
So
theorists.
it's it's mostly no. Listen, yeah. Don't worry about it. I got this. This is on behalf of the pod. It's most of you sorry ass jerk offs that really always blame everyone else for your shit going bad. That follow people like her that don't even question who she is. You know what I mean? Because a pretty face can sell you anything. You know what I mean? Like real talk. I'm not saying that she didn't go to school at all. I'm just saying that she clearly misrepresented herself and it was working. And so she figured, hey, because she's such a psychological fucking expert here and she's not arrogant at all or delusional that she believed, fuck it, as long as everybody else calls me a doctor, I'm a fucking doctor. Even though she got the degree from, what was it called? The Nugent College of Degenerates or some shit. Let me see what the fuck this shit said.
Hurry.
Okay. Yeah, I got this shit. No, yeah, Northridge from the California State Northridge, but it said no proving documents on the next thing. And Regina's pretty much on her shit. So let me see what she has to say here. At least I have transcript from Rutgers. Yes, you have your transcript. If she wanted to prove it, she would put a transcript. Christy, if somebody challenged you and said you didn't go to school, you could post up your shit, right?
That's what I'm saying. There has to be records somewhere. So what? The school lost it and she lost
See, this
it?
is what I'm saying. This is why when you're talking, you make it sound like everybody who followed her were complete fucking morons. Because
And she has to be licensed in some kind of way. Like there's so many ways of digging something up.
you were skeptical over your chiropractor with his paperwork. You know what I'm saying? You question everybody. You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying?
You
I'm
have
just
to.
saying. Well, so for you, you're just looking at this whole case like, who's dumb enough to even follow this lady, right?
Right.
It's like, yeah, she
I
had
mean,
PhD,
again,
that's cool. So
I
your
mean,
friends, all right, you got friends that have PhDs, right?
yes.
Okay, so you believe them, right? I'm just saying,
Wow.
you you believe them, right? Because
Yes.
damn, all right. So what kind of PhDs do they have?
Education, psychology.
Okay, so they got PhD in psychology. What do they do? What kind of job they got?
So the psych yeah, you know what? Maybe she is lying. I don't know what she
Shit, we
no, no,
about to
no, no.
bust everybody.
She's in the schools. I don't know exactly what she does. She's higher up in the schools.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one, she was in the school system for a long time too with the education, but now she's like marketing and in charter schools or something. I don't know. She makes good money though, that's all. So that's good.
Now, don't get me wrong. 90% of the people that go to college usually don't even work in the field by which they went to school for.
No, no.
But it's not 90. All right, let's just be honest. It's like 60, but it's really high. But here's the big thing: the relationships that they make going to school, and the discipline that they get by continuing education does give them a better shot at being productive and getting somewhere. So
100%. Sometimes
the
there's so
discipline
many
and the
jobs out
relationships,
there.
huh?
Yeah, there's so many jobs out there that all they just say they're like, "Oh, we need a bachelor's degree." They don't so a lot of times they don't even specify, you know what I mean? I would have never fallen into how my path without my degree, I don't think, even though I never used that specific degree.
But the discipline and the relationships that you know what I mean, that you get by having the degree put you in a better circle of people. Remember, and
Mhm.
I keep reminding you of this, and you're going to constantly forget, but I'm going to say thank you again because you always remind me. Hey, maybe it's the circle of people you're around, Harold. You know what I'm saying? And I said, hey, and I switched it up, and here I
People get
am.
offended by that, you know that,
I
right?
don't. I used it.
I know.
Some people forget that I use their advice. You know what I
No,
mean?
no, I know. No,
But
but but like but if you tell a certain person that, they'll get offended.
yeah, that can happen, but that's a person that has a problem with themselves. If I say, "Show me how to make a door," and I show you how to make a door, and you say, "I'm just gonna do it my way," then fuck you.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. There's gotta be a better way because 'cause I'm the host of the show. But you know what I mean?
yeah.
Come on. So, it's no different if I give you advice on men. You don't have to listen to me, but if I'm a man and I'm telling you male perspective, then and if you're not using the tools that I say to use because you've never used them before, then shame on you, not shame on me, right?
Mhm.
So I tend to use advice if I feel it's good advice. It may be good advice, but wrong time
Yeah.
because it depends what the person is going through, right? You may give somebody good advice on dealing with a death, but if you tell them immediately when it happens and they go to fuck off on you, guess what it is? It's the wrong time. Okay? It is the wrong time. So sometimes you can give it good advice and it be the wrong time.
That's a fact.
Yep.
You know, but you still got to be willing to listen. You can't be hard headed. You know what I mean? What's Regina saying here? Regina says, shucks, not only do I have my bachelor's degree, I also have the transcripts for my Rutgers. Don't play with me. Regina's crazy, man.
Same here. No, I don't think I have my transcript, but I definitely have. I have a degree.
You know, but you would have proof of your degree because I know you. You're not gonna have nobody question you. You would go to fuck for whatever you paid for it for however many deferments that you will go on forever with. You are gonna talk your shit. You're gonna be like, listen, for real.
Yeah.
So that's and especially for it to be a PhD. If you have a master's or a PhD, my sister talks about her master's all the time. I really talk to her and have a conversation where she didn't bring up that she has her master's. My sister Linda.
Yeah, you always
Facts.
have to talk about the highest degree you have because it's a huge accomplishment. You should be talking about that.
Again, I agree. I strictly agree to it. You bust your ass, you got a note that you're gonna pay forever on it. You better talk your shit. You better talk your shit.
Unless we get another president like Biden. He paid for mine.
You pay for what?
Woo, woo. He paid off my student loans for me.
So you made it in time because a lot of people didn't make it in time.
Make it in time? I don't know. I don't know how I got you know what? This is how I got chosen. I never paid. I just kept I was lucky and I don't know what happened. I don't know how. I just kept deferring and I kept getting pawned off to another
Agency.
agency. Thank you.
Yes.
And so they were probably like, you know what? She's
Let's
not
stick
going
to
to pay
that.
anyway. So they paid it off for me.
Yeah. And they probably submitted it and was like, you know what? We own this note. We can get rid of this many notes that's gonna cash out. You know what I mean? So they're gonna
Mhm.
file paperwork quicker than anybody, the new agency. You know what I mean? The new note holder.
Yeah.
At Regina says, that's right, Christy. Deferments. That's led to a free degree. That's right. She understand the game. You feel me?
Trying
Remember,
to tell my daughter to do that.
yeah, but that's what you got to do. Hold them out. Hold them out. But your daughter got her master's though, right? So she got a higher degree.
Yeah.
Exactly. She's coming in rapid fire. We live the same deferment life, Christy. So I assume
Woohoo!
Regina got her stuff her thing paid for too then. Well, she will answer that sooner or later. But I think it was really some bold-faced bullshit that Cheyenne Bryant, you know, whole scandal, Dr. Phil, all those low lives. All right. I know you got the one that you have a real favorite. You say he's a beautiful looking black male and he talks soothing and gives the advice. But at no point did you say that he had a PhD or anything. So
Oh,
I
that's what
can
I was
respect
that's what I was gonna
I
get
can
to.
respect that
Yeah.
more. I can respect that more than this lady because both of them are good looking people, but one person clearly is lying about the degree of education that they have gotten.
Yeah,
Because both the
exactly.
women
That's the
that I
problem.
know that contribute to my pod, they're educated women. They have degrees. And they will show your ass in the drop of a dime if you question them about this shit. Okay. That's a fact. And they're both women. And I can tell you, every woman I know with a degree will show out every time of what they did and what they got. Just so you know. So for her just to say it off the back, I don't have to prove to everyone, I don't know a woman like that. I don't use a lot of
Yeah.
totalities. I literally don't know a woman like that. Do you, Christy? You know a lot of
Nope.
women with degrees. Do you know not one of them that would be like, I went here. This is the year I went here. You know what we did here? You know what I'm saying? I
That's
Right.
a
pledged
fact.
this or I did that or whatever. That's a fact. So there's not
Listen,
one they wouldn't, show what they got going on. That
and veterans are no different. Because we'll tell you we got this much done downrange and this and that and the other.
yeah, it's like it's equivalent of false flagging, right? Of
Yeah.
false flagging. Like, anybody that's done this shit, they gonna when you get to talking to your buddies in the army with whatever rank, you know who's bullshit and who ain't.
Hmm.
Because there's certain shit that you know what I mean that only is applicable to certain rank and certain things. So if they say it wrong, you'd be like, nah, that's definitely not what you can do. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
At Regina said,
exactly.
yes, I have a free degree nearly 30 years later.
Yes, girl. Yes.
Yes. So both
Yeah.
of y'all got it. That's why I figured both of y'all got it because man. So that means my ex-wife probably got her thing paid finally too, because she was deferring the fuck out of it. And it was only for like it was only for like and I'm not shitting on her or nothing, because like, really proud of every step that she's made. She only got like an associate's with the program, and the school's closed now anyway, but the debt carries on like fucking herpes. So she's had she's had the debt about the same time as all you guys. So they probably got rid of hers too at that time. You know what I mean? I didn't have any school debt.
Awesome.
Yeah. I didn't finish though. So I wasn't that fortunate. So I'm definitely proud of you girls and guys, because my brother got his too for completing, you know what I mean, the mission.
The mission.
Yeah, that's
Shoot.
what the fuck it was. You ain't using it now, right? So it's just like a mission. You go do
Nope.
something, but you ain't gonna use it later. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The mission is good for the mission. You know what I mean?
Listen, I got Uncle Sam to pay for my shit and my daughter's shit.
Awesome. We're all fortunate because the student loan debt is insane.
Yeah, but that's for another generation, because right now, I don't know what the fuck they're gonna go to school for. A lot of stuff that people are going to school for doesn't matter that much now. Education is primarily online. A lot of degrees in English aren't gonna really carry you as far as it used to. This might
Yeah.
be one of the last generations to get some money out of going to college. What do you think?
I don't
Mm,
know. It's scary.
Yeah.
wow.
I guess I mean, but yeah, I listened to a podcast and about like one of the creators of AI. Like he literally said, "Go out and be a plumber. Like do something hands-on."
Yes. No, real talk.
Mhm.
Real talk. Something where no matter what, your trade is gonna supersede the market.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And anything that became comfortable and happenstance and lazy is not gonna be around. A lot of remedial is getting out the way. You know what I mean? Like real talk.
Yeah.
So people got to be careful right now at this point. At this point, you got to be careful about what your career path is going to be. You know what I mean? Like there's only so many remedial jobs and restaurants and certain things that you're going to be able to work in. The rest of this stuff, you're going to have to be really careful, because before holding that degree meant so much more opportunity than what it's going to
Yeah.
mean in the future, when you could go to school. I remember you could go to school for data entry. Remember that? That's not even a
Mhm.
fucking thing
Mhm.
anymore,
Yeah.
right?
More you go to
Let's see what Regina has to say right here.
More School of Business.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, they had a campus in Waterbury, if I'm not mistaken, too. They had a near downtown Hartford,
Wow.
one in More School of Business. Remember that?
Yes.
Mhm. I remember more School of Business. I'm telling you, I think that's where Holly might have went to. She went to one of them little ass schools. Um,
Something to
but
get
again,
street cred.
Regina just said like a dental assistant. Like even those things
Yeah.
are getting to where AI and a lot of things that's going on. A lot of stuff ain't gonna be there, man. A lot, like you got to be the dentist, not the assistant. You know what I mean? Like you got to get in. You got to get in. You know what I mean? Like you got to get in. A lot of the helper jobs are gonna fall by the wayside because even a lot of the office work is getting down to one person because everything is AI before you even get in there. So you don't need 3 and 4 people. So it's just slowing down. A
Yeah.
lot, and then we're still having a large market come in from birth rate and everything else, and people aren't living off the land as much as they did say 30 years ago. You know what I mean? So it's more, city. So eventually it's gonna bump heads. You know, um worth towards the value. Because right now, you're worth more if you're doing something silly online. And these kids are figuring it out. Let me go crash out. Maybe I'll make a couple of dollars. They
That is
literally
true.
had, what was it called? Streaming University with Kai Sanat, where he's got thousands of kids, on his university. He said, you serve this and you save this, and this is how we make this money. And, but all of them, basically just sit around and they create content. So they go do dangerous things. They go engage people dangerously and, do all these things and eventually crash out. And I think in the end, he had a mental breakdown, which if you had somebody watching you 24 hours a day, you know what I mean? And that's how you made your money and everything. You think you would have a mental breakdown, Christy?
I don't I mean, it's hard to say. Certain people could handle certain things, right? So,
Yes. Or they think they can until it happens.
yeah.
Because that's what I'm talking about with Kai Cenat. He was the biggest. And then he had a mental breakdown. And then he
Yeah.
just, cut his hair. His girl cheated on him. It was very public. Everything becomes very public. So it's 1,000 eyes on you with 1,000 opinions. And you're relating these opinions because this is how you make your money. So you're you're overvaluing the opinions of the outside people. You feel what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because it's based on him doing, like, sketchy stuff, like, they're all sleeping together in a room and chilling and, in the shower together and faking like they're in jail together and just you know what I mean? And famous people are coming there to see them do this. And it's like, where do you go from there? Like, when your first job failed you, Christy, when you said you had to do something different, you know what I mean? It's not like you came from a super successful this and you know what I mean? Like, he came from this is millions of dollars. And then he wigs out. And then now where do you go from there? You understand what I'm saying? Like, where do you go
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
because that's a big trip. You know what I mean? That's like a super big trip. If you're striving to get better, it seems it seems hard at the time, but it seems a little bit easier than if you were very, very high and you fall down. You understand what I'm saying? 'Cause
Mhm.
I think it's a little bit more trying to get up, especially when it's public, when it's really public. For me to get up when I fell down, and it's been a couple of times, but even as of late, for me to get up, it was primarily private until I did this podcast. Other than that, it was a private thing, so it was easy to get up. Sometimes it's harder to get up when you got so many eyes on you. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And then sometimes it's a good inspiration for you. It all depends how it works out. I couldn't imagine
Right.
showing my life where they're showing me showering and doing all this. That's too much.
Yeah.
It's good to
Definitely.
True.
talk and get it off your
Untrue.
chest, but good lord. Yes.
Yeah.
I think it's too
True.
much.
True.
You know, people, how do you hide after that? Your face is so famous. You know what I mean? Like,
Some people live for
I
that.
don't know. That's just yeah, but I'm talking about him right now. He's having a mental breakdown. So we know he did live for it. So you're right. He did live for it. He wanted it. But once he got it, it became what the fuck?
Hey, that pretty flower came with a poison thorn.
Yeah. Yeah. Fame's a two-edged sword. Fame is a two-edged sword. But anyway, that's in it for tonight. We gotta shut it down. It is past our time. So from here
It's
at the
past my
podcast,
bedtime.
which is me, Harold, who knows, you know, nothing.
Nothing.
Scott, Black Rambo, and Christy G. Yeah, whoop whoop. Okay, Christy G. Hey, what's going on? You said you had a sale that had to finish before I get out of here. I got to ask about this. So, did you get the sale? Did it fall through? What's going on?
Not yet. We extended it another week.
Ah, you saying all right. So next week we're gonna know if Chrissy G gets her haircut. Okay,
Yeah, get
so
the
that's what
luxurious
that's what
hair.
it.
I get to see a picture of it.
You know I had to get you. You know I had to
Still
get you
didn't see
before I
that
got.
stupid thing.
If
Yeah,
I
see
get
that
if I
back.
pull it, you got to use it as your avatar. Use that fucking before and after picture
Listen,
as your
wait,
avatar.
wait. Before we go, um,
Re-
so
Regina.
Regina helped me. She started. Well, she got me going on it, and then she created some avatar, whatever you want to call it, those things. And then I asked chat, and I created one too. So I have a few different ones, but now I have to figure out how to. Regina kind of told me what to do. So I got to get on my laptop and try to upload it.
Yeah, you have to upload it on your laptop. Regina, let me tell you what Regina was doing. She was doing like 4 and 5 of them in the middle of the pod. Like,
She's so
coming in
awesome.
and yeah, I'm like, nah, she was showing off. That's what she was doing.
That's
Okay.
so cool. She's
Yeah.
cool. I'm not cool.
So she definitely showed off on that one. She had one
Wait,
with
so
the
the funny
dog, one with the what you call it. She had a whole bunch of ones.
I have to send it to you. The funniest thing is the one that Chat GPT created for me.
Hmm.
He literally used the hair after the salon.
See, that GBT get to see it. I still ain't seen it yet.
Oh, that's crazy. That's a fact too. Chat TBT, GPT actually got to see it before you, Scott. I got you, bro. I'm gonna make sure that it's sent to you as soon as I find it. I don't know where the fuck it is now. No, she sent it to me on the regular text, so I got it still.
Is that you?
This
Yeah,
is the
but
longest fucking goodbye. That's just fucking crazy.
Okay. Bye,
Wh-
guys. It's late.
why? Yeah, wait. Now, which
It's
card
almost
sent?
my birthday in a half
Yes.
hour.
Wait, hold up. Yeah, your birthday's in a half hour. So everybody say happy birthday to Christy. You know what I mean? Her birthday will be here in 30 minutes. By the time I put it out, it'll be her birthday. So let's say happy birthday to Christy. All right. And
Thank
at Black
you.
Regina said, Christy is beautiful and awesome. Well, thank you.
Aw, thank
Thank you,
you.
Regina. You don't say that about me, but it's cool. So we want to
Oh,
say
hey.
happy birthday to one of the best co-hosts that you can have that doesn't have the avatar on. She's currently not in blackface because she wouldn't disrespect us like this, like that. So I want y'all to know that she's just working on her avatar. Her birthday avatar is going to be out after her birthday. It's going to be a patch of hair. It's going to be like cousin it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what we're going to use. You know what?
woke
That's what
up
I'm gonna
like
do. I'm
this.
gonna because I could probably put my own picture up. So I'm gonna put a picture up of cousin it for Christy G for the hair. That's the Christy G avatar, the official. You can get your mugs. Link in the bio. Link in the bio.
My God.
Yeah, we could do that. All right, that got enough time to say happy early birthday, Christy. You're supposed to say this
Thank you.
happy birthday because I'm gonna post
Yo,
it
happy early
on
birthday.
her birthday. So don't say happy early birthday, say happy birthday because I'm gonna post it. You get how this works? Happy birthday, Christy G, from us here at from all of us at Harold Knows Nothing podcast, which of course is you too. So happy birthday to your fucking self also. See? See how I did it? I got class, man. I know how to do this shit. You so y'all should be saying happy birthday to Christy so that when
Yo,
I post it, if it cuts it up, it'll say happy birthday.
happy birthday, Christy.
Thank you.
All right. You ain't say thank you when I said it, and I said all the eloquent shit with it. See, this is what the fuck I'm talking about
I
here.
did say thank you.
No, you didn't. I didn't. Did you?
I'm
See,
sure I did.
and her voice is so sweet. She don't even know if she really said it. Just so y'all fucking know, she really has no idea. She really said, and she sells houses, so you know what the fuck I'm talking about here. She's like, I'm sure I said it. I'm sure I sent out the
Sure.
contract. You know I did that. Yo, that is crazy. Now
I
everybody
got my
catches on. Happy
previous.
birthday. All right, from at Black Regina, happy birthday, Christy.
Thank
See,
you.
I could put that up and post it and it won't look crazy. Everybody was like, oh, happy early birthday. I'm like, what why are y'all fucking ruining it? All right. Anyway, from us at the pod, we're getting out of here. Chrissy G, I know she's got to get to her whole task. I got to get to my task in the morning, working out, doing business affairs. And Black Rambo's got Black Rambo shit. You never know what it is. It could be black water. Okay. So,
Wow.
yeah, you like that? So, from us here at the pod, happy birthday again to Christy G. And we're out of here.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Peace.